What is up, my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new review. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. We're back in Central City and we're at the Flash Museum for Season 5, Episode 12, Memorabilia. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Geek Out.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, you guys. Oh my god. That was such a better episode than the previous 2 episodes that we got for the Flash. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. My eyes are big because I can't believe how much better this episode was. Because these last 2 episodes, man, to be honest, were like, I was even considering like giving up. I don't know, I'm still kind of am considering giving up this show because I think it's just been like a mess. I mean, like, I don't know, it's been better than season 4, but it's still, I don't know, man. It's not hyping me like it used to. It's just so much, I don't know. I'm just feeling a little defeated about it, but this episode gave me hope, and I don't know. I think we're kind of, sort of, maybe, I'm hoping getting on the right track and not just like a one-off. But, okay, let's get to it. Enough of that. I'm sure I'm still talking a bunch of mess, but you know, I'm still gonna be there every Tuesday night, glued to the TV, like, what's going on? What's happening with my favorite speedster in Central City? Okay, so like I said, this is episode's called Memorabilia. And it starts off the episode with a cute family game night montage with our favorite speedster family, the West Allens. We see Barry, Iris, and Nora playing a game of Scrabble, and then we see them going ice skating. And I'm like, oh, that is really cute. But then, of course, the rest of the team is there. Ralph. Was Sherlock there? I don't remember. Ralph and Caitlin, of course, joined them. I don't know why. I don't know why they were there, but we did also see, talking over that, we saw Nora doing another, in the time vault, doing another journal entry with Gideon to send to Thawne, and I cannot believe she's still talking with Thawne, even though she knows that he killed her grandmother. So, we also got a hint to Iris starting the Central City Citizen because Ralph let her know that the office across from his office with the view is vacant, and she wants it to start her newspaper because her blog has been going really well. She's been getting money off of it. She's like a YouTube content creator, or you know, like a blog creator, and her blog is getting hits and she's getting money off of it. So we then see them get called back to Star Labs because we cannot never be in Star Labs in an episode. It's like, can we go out into the city? I love Central City as the backdrop, but we're always stuck in Star Labs, whatever. So we go back to Star Labs and we see Caitlin there rambling off her mumbo jumbo. And I don't know if it's the Danielle Panabaker who plays Caitlin's acting or what, but the ridiculous things she has to say, but I'm so freaking over it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I swear, like, okay, I swear to God, this is Caitlin, or Danielle is Caitlin, or whatever Caitlin does when it's medical. I don't know what she said because, like I said, it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but this is basically her. When you get a headache, you have to take a pill, and then that pill will help you with that headache. And you take a nap, and then you'll feel better. Like, this is how she acts to me. Like, she talks a lot, and I talk a lot with my hands, but I'm not an actress. She, like, talks a lot with her hands, and everything is this and that and mama, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm sorry to get a little sidetracked, but it's just so frustrating. So frustrating because I keep saying it in every episode. Some of these characters need to go. And we even had a huge discussion about this on this Flash Facebook group. We had a whole discussion about Barry not needing all these extra people, but whatever. Again, here she is to be a pain in my butt. You just there to be there and not really adding anything to the story. Whatever. We saw no Killer Frost also. Okay, so back to the story. Sorry for my mini rant. Back to the story. Wells is not slick. He's sitting there. He came up with the idea for this machine that should go in these people's consciousness while their dreams, memories, and the plan is to send Barry and Nora there, and he comes up to, oh, let's just send the speedsters, because he obviously wants the team to see Nora's memories because he knew what was going to happen and to see what she's up to. Now we got hold on. Okay, so yeah, sorry. So yes, that I wanted to speak about that. You guys know I'm looking at my notes. When Nora, of course, goes into Grace's memories alone because she does not want her parents to find out what she's been up to with Thawne, she convinces Grace to take her, you know, around Grace, her own memories. She convinces Grace, the little girl, Cicada's niece, to walk her through Grace's memories. And I'm like, stranger danger. Someone said that in our live tweeting, when we were live tweeting, and I totally agree with that. I forgot who said that. And I'm thinking, well, Grace probably trusts Nora because even though Nora looks older, she acts the same age as Grace. No shade, but Nora acts like she's 10. No shade though. No tea. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know if that's like just Jessica Parker Kennedy's part on it. I mean, when she does the emotional stuff, she's spot on, but when she talks like this and everything, and I'm Nora, and you know, and I'm a speedster, and I just like, you know, really love my dad, you know? Like, I don't know, that's a bit kiddie to me, but whatever. She's supposed to be like the same age as Barry and Iris. Then we get Iris and Barry having a little quick chat about how Iris is afraid to start the Central City Citizen because it then will, of course, mean that Barry is definitely, she thinks that's going to cement the future, and that Barry is definitely going to disappear in 2024 if she starts the newspaper and if she writes the article, which is understandable. We see that Nora gets a chance. We cut back and forth between, you know, the outside world, of course, and Nora and Grace's mind, and we get to see, Nora gets to see Cicada's face, and she knows, you know, what he looks like and how he acts and all of that. And Barry and Iris then, of course, find out that Nora's stuck in Grace's mind because Grace somehow closed off her memory, and her brain is acting like a defense mechanism and knows that Nora shouldn't be there and is trying to kick Nora out. So she gets stuck in there, and so Barry and Iris, of course, now have to go in there and get her. And the first memory that Barry and Iris see, because they actually end up in Nora's memory instead of Grace's, is the Flash Museum. And Barry geeking out over his museum is so freaking funny. If you remember in season 1, I can't remember the episode, he said something, I think it's to Joe. He was like, you know, he wanted some type of recognition for being the Flash, and he goes, it's not like I want a whole museum dedicated to me. And I thought that was so fun. And cut to 5 years later, and he's seeing the future Flash Museum, and there's all these dolls and bobbleheads and lunchboxes and toys and all these things, and it's so great. T-shirts, it's fun. It was great to see. And then we had a B-plot story of Ralph trying to take Cisco out to cheer him up and to get him a girl. Whatever. There's not much I can say about that except, yeah, he ends up with some girl's phone number, and he ends up finding out what he needs for the cure. That's basically that story. Whatever. I don't know. We had a Red Death mention, and I called it on my Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter, @BigGirlGeek, earlier today I said, watch Iris see herself in Nora's memory, see future Iris dragging Nora's little butt out of that museum, and that is what we got. My mind, my powers. Okay, I was correct. I called it. Even though the memory is fake, I knew that's what we were gonna see. And I felt so bad for her in that moment before we found out it was fake. Oh, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I mean, I was just like, Barry really leaving messed her up. I was like, I cannot see Iris turning into this person. But well, like I said, it was fake, and we'll get to that. Like I said, we got new love interest for Cisco. Nora's defense mechanism for trying to get Barry and Iris out of her brain was Thawne, and of course Cicada was for Grace. And we then later find out when Caitlin calls up, uses her thing on her forehead, calls them all up on cell phones in the memories and tells them that the memories are fake and what they need to do to see the real memories and to get out and open the portal to get out. And then we saw the real memory of Nora when she ran away to be at the Flash Museum. Iris was very motherly, very nurturing, very loving, very caring. The Iris that we are used to seeing on the show. And, you know, Barry and her saw that, and Barry, you know, pretty much said, I told you, you know, of course, this is what this means and all that and all that. And then I'm thinking, so, and I'm a little confused, and we were all a little confused during the live stream, the people that watched it with me. So if the memories of Iris being a jackass were fake, did she really put the chip in her or not? But then they later had a conversation. Oh, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but they ended the episode. Nora and Iris had a conversation where she said, I know everything you did was to protect me. So I guess she'd still put the chip in her because she was worried about her disappearing, but the bad memories were fake, right? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. So when they all get out, you know, they figure everything out. Iris again saves Barry's butt. He's fighting fake Reverse Flash, and she uses DeVoe's chair and zaps him, and they get out. And then they end up fighting Cicada to get Nora out. Sherlock almost gives it away again that Nora's hiding something, and she's like, because they ask her, why did you go in alone? And Sherlock's because she's hiding something, and so Barry's like, hiding what? And he saves her and comes up with some stuff about, oh, the memories with your mom, you know, so painful. And she's like, yeah, that's it. But Barry gives a look like, that ain't it. And then he ends up telling Sherlock that, you know, Nora's defense mechanism was Reverse Flash. I was like, oh, telling too much of your business. Shut up. We see Iris go and rents the office, and that's the first home of Central City Citizen. Everyone that is an Iris hater has been complaining that when is she going to be a journalist? We are finally making baby steps towards her being a journalist. So would y'all shut up, and y'all should have nothing now negative to say. She's being a journalist, investigative reporter, and doing her arc from the comics. So shut up. And Nora and Iris, like I said, really made up. They had a moment where she said, I understand what you did. I'm sorry for the way I treated you back then as a child and the way I treated you when I first came to the future. And I'm finally happy we completely wrapped that whole thing up, and it's done like 12 episodes in. Barry was not there for that moment. I don't know why. What was the really big excuse? He could have been there for that moment. He said he had to go see Cisco and ask Cisco something, but he could have stayed for that moment and then said, you know, guys, I'll catch you later. I'm going to see Cisco. I thought that would have been nice for the three of them there to close that chapter of that story. But yes, Barry does go see Cisco, asks him what's going on with the cure, and Barry says he decided to give the cure to Cicada. So that was my recap of the episode. The episode ends there, that he's going to give the cure to Cicada. What did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in the comments, as always. My top, I'm going to try a little something different here. My top 3 moments of the episode. My top number 3 moments of the episode was the family stuff with the West Allens, Barry, Iris, and Nora playing Scrabble, going ice skating. I really love that. My second favorite moment of the episode was actually getting to see Cisco do something, even though it felt like unnecessary and it was just like to fill some parts of the episode. I'm just happy they gave Cisco something to do because he's very underused, and I feel so bad for him. And I feel like the stories that they had for him with the whole last year with his girlfriend, it got wrapped up so quickly with Gypsy. So I'm glad to see him out there, and maybe a new love interest that I'm hoping doesn't turn into a hero, but you never know with this show. And of course, my number 1 favorite moment of the episode was everything at the Flash Museum that Barry and Iris got to see. I love seeing the Flash Museum. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And everything to do with Iris fulfilling her journalism and her Nora making up. That was my top moment. My least favorite moment of the episode had to do with, again, what I feel to be unnecessary characters taking up time that makes no sense. I did not like the stuff, the stupid thing on Caitlin's head. I don't like how characters interfere in what I think should be private moments. That was my least favorite part of the episode. Like, there was no need for Ralph and Caitlin to be ice skating with Barry, Nora, and Iris. So my least favorite part of the episode, unfortunately, was just the filler stuff with Caitlin just running around being there for no reason. That was my least favorite part of the episode. And please don't misunderstand me. I actually, like I said, like Killer Floss as a villain. Like, I think as a villain, she is great. I like Killer Floss. I don't really like Caitlin and how they changed that story so much and made them dual personalities that talk to each other. So that part I'm just not liking, but I like Killer Frost as a villain. I think she's awesome in the animated stuff that she puts out. She's one of my favorite, like, ice villains. So please don't misunderstand me there. But yeah, that was my least favorite moment. They just don't know what to do with her, and I think it's time to let certain characters go. And I say it in every review. But let me know what you think. And predictions going forward, I predict that the cure is not going to work, obviously, but I do predict in maybe like the next 2 episodes that they will find out that Nora is working with Thawne. So that is my review of memorabilia, the Flash. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Of course, thanks for watching. We are almost at 200 subscribers. So if you're enjoying the content I put out on the channel, you're enjoying this video and other videos, please feel free to like, comment, and please subscribe. We are almost at 200 and I am so excited, you guys. So thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And until next week, Flash fans, we are back in Citrus City and I will see you then. And I am out of here. Big girl geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched the cool video. Subscribe.